Hello, everyone. My name is Peyton Golden, and today we're going to review a movie that I saw in theaters this year. I went to go see it with my dad. It's called Minions: The Rise of Gru. It's no rant, just a review. It's just a review. Let's go ahead and get with the story. So the story is that basically it's about it. it, it sorry, guys. It takes place after the events of the first Minions movie that came out in 2015, and of course a prequel to the three Despicable Me movies. And basically, what it is now, this doesn't make any sense to me. Basically, so in the first Minions movie, the Minions want to find a boss, of course. Yeah, they want to find a boss, but they want to find a boss that can do bad things. That doesn't make any sense. Why would they want a boss that can be despicable and do bad things? As for the sequel here, yep, the Gru, who's the main character in this, wants to be a villain. Like, why would he want to be a villain? That doesn't make any sense to me. Excuse me, guys. But anyways, and yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's like Groot, he wants to be a super villain, and so does his minions. And basically, they steal this this crystal. I don't remember what the hell it is. And sorry for my language, but anyways, Um, and then they have them like these actual villains, like the protagonist. And then Gru finds this one villain that he absolutely loved, and then there are these other bad guys that are trying to stop Gru because they make fun of him because of him wanting to be a villain, and they're like, it like they're like, oh, it's a beauty child, and stuff like that. And then they eventually defeat that lady and those guys, which I forgot. That lady and that guy who want to get Gru and all that stuff, which those other villains who want to get Gru and stuff, which I forgot their names. I mean, I know the three minions, Kevin, Bob, and Stewart, but I'm talking about that lady and those guys, which I forgot their names, but I don't really care. Or, or um, and yeah, so overall, the story is just weird. Alright, sorry guys, I've kind of been a little bit coughing, but late, I've been coughing for like 5 minutes ago. For some reason I started coughing. I'm not entirely sure why, but yeah, overall the story is just weird to me. The story is just weird. Doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why Gru and the minions want to be villains. Why do they want to be bad guys? Oh boy. Now let's talk about the characters. The characters they're okay, I guess, but it's just that the story, well, it seems weird of them that they want to be villains. There's Gru, who wants to become the villain. there's the three main minions, Kevin, Bob, and Stuart, who are just who are just there apparently. And then there's this one minion who has braces, who I knew his name, but I forgot his name as well. Oh, and I don't really care at all. And the rest of the minion. As for the ones who want, well, actually, let's talk about the villain that Gru loves. Basically, I don't have much to say about him, honestly. And then there are like the bad lady, like the villain lady, or whatever the heck she's called. I mean, I guess that's all I can say about the characters. There's nothing more to say, I guess. All right, now let's. Okay, now let's get onto the some actual. Now let's get on to the good part about this movie, which is the animation. And then the final thing, the animation. Oh, now I think the animation's really nice. It has some animation. But do you want to know what's the true highlight? The highlight of this movie is like the scene where they're like, Gru, Kevin, Gru, Kevin, stuff, and it's really, really also, and it also makes the animation pretty fun. So yeah, it had some really nice. So yeah, this movie has really nice and fun animation. But let me actually get into the animation. Yeah, that's really fun. And now let's talk about all the other things about the animation. Like the character designs are pretty cool looking. Well, yeah, they look good. They look just like how they are in all the other Despicable Me movies and stuff. And also they have the illumination style like how they should be. And also the character animation. The character animation is smooth. The background animation is pretty good. Pretty good. The lighting. Actually, let's talk about the other things for like the textures. They look pretty stunning in my opinion. The textures are pretty nice. It's pretty good. Got some pretty good texture. Pretty good looking textures. And they did a great job with the effects. Like the effects, they're pretty nice. Like with them fighting the lady and those guys and stuff. And and then there's also the lighting. The lighting is pretty good, pretty nice, decent, pretty good, and all that stuff. And then there's the rendering. The rendering came out pretty good. Good. It looks pretty. The rendering's pretty good. If there is one problem with the animation. It's not really a problem. It's kind of like just like one flaw with it, and it's like here's the thing. Like after the fifth time, we kind of know what to expect when it comes to the animation. Like they're kind of like repeating the same thing with the animation over and over and over again. And then that will make the animation start to get kind of dull. Start to get the animation kind of dull. Like the animation's kind of getting old now. But other than that, the animation's really nice and fun. So overall, what do I think of this movie? Overall, this movie is just. I think it's kind of although it's okay, but also like a really weird movie. Although that yes, it does have some nice and fun animation and and a great scene where where like Kevin and Bob and Sir are fighting. It has like a some r- really weird and questionable writing with like this with a weird story. Oh, the humor! I forgot to mention about the humor. The humor, honestly, in my opinion, is just a mix. Like sometimes it can be funny, like the comedy can be funny here and there, but there are times when it can fall flat, like some bad jokes. Um, and I would rather prefer like the first Minions movie from 2015. It's a good movie in my opinion, but if you don't like the first Minions movie from 2015, then I am totally fine with your opinion. That it's totally fine. Opinions are opinions. To be honest, I say I'm neutral over this one, this sequel here, and also technically prequel, of course. So overall, honestly, I give this movie a 6 out of 10. It's it's an okay movie. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's just okay. It's a Now then, I wonder what review I'll make next. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, thank thank you for watching this video, and I'm glad you listened. Anyways, goodbye. I'll see you guys around. Goodbye.